everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to share some tips on how you can set up your own passive income business. So I personally have two passive income businesses. So one is an e-commerce false eyelashes business, and for this business I sell these false eyelashes online, and basically all I do now is pretty much ship my orders off to my customers, and all of the customers that do order from me are mostly repeat purchases or people that come through Google, because my search engine rankings have increased quite a lot for false eyelashes. And the other passive income business that I have is of course this YouTube channel. So over the past couple of years I have learned quite a bit about how to set up a passive income business and made a couple of mistakes along the way. So in this video I wanted to share some things that I've learned with you guys, so maybe you guys can avoid some of those mistakes and also learn something new about how to create your own passive income business. So first I wanted to go through the difference between active income and passive income. So active income is money that you make generally from working a 9-to-5 job. The benefits of having active income is it's low risk, it's pretty easy to manage because you'll be getting the same amount of money each week or each month, and it's pretty much an instant reward as well. But the downside of active income is there is limited earning potential because we only have 24 hours in a day, and essentially how much money we make depends on how many hours we work. And passive income is money that you can generate which doesn't depend on how many hours you work. And because of this, the earning potential is exponential because there are no time constraints. You can literally make money while you sleep. But the downside of passive income is at the beginning, it's not so passive at all. It does take time to build up passive income streams. So the first tip is to start something you're really passionate about. And your passive income business, it doesn't have to be completely original. Just have a think about some ideas or some businesses that you can start and figure out some ways that you can do it even better or even cheaper than the other competitors on the market. There are so many passive income businesses that you can start, from a YouTube channel, blog, e-commerce business, digital products like courses, ebooks, and more. So it all depends on you and what you personally like to do. And also in this video, I will be diving a bit more deeply into e-commerce businesses because I did do a poll and it looks like that's one of the businesses that you're actually interested in starting. So I'll be using that one as an example. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and click the button. Make sure you turn it blue and we can continue with the video. I really appreciate your support. So the second thing is to find a product or a service that you'd like to sell. So when you are creating a product or service to sell, you do have two options. So the first option is you can make something yourself. For example, maybe you want to start creating your own face masks and selling them on Etsy, or start creating your own course or ebook. The second option is you can buy a product from a website like Alibaba and then rebrand it and repackage it as your own, and then resell the product, which is pretty much what I did for my false eyelashes e-commerce business. And there are pros and cons for each of these options. So the pros of making something yourself is it will probably be a lot cheaper than buying something from a manufacturer, and the margin will be bigger. But the downside is as well that it will probably take up a lot more of your time. Buying stock from a supplier will probably be more expensive at the beginning, but it won't be as time consuming as creating your own product. So those are just a few pros and cons that you will need to weigh up when you are deciding what kind of product or service you'd like to sell. So the third tip is to learn as much as you can. So depending on what kind of passive income business you'd like to start, the next step is to start learning as much as you can about how to start that passive income stream. And it's not as scary as it sounds. There are so many free resources that you can find on YouTube which can teach you how to do pretty much anything. And if you'd like something that's a little bit more in-depth, I do recommend websites like Udemy, and this is personally how I've learned how to build websites, how I've learned how to do digital marketing, and a whole range of different skills. And the amazing thing is doing the Build a Website course was only about $20, and I've definitely made my money back over the years from not only building other people's websites, but also being able to build my own websites as well. So then I'm not having to pay for an external contractor, which can cost me a lot more money. And I also started to learn how to create these YouTube videos by looking at YouTube videos on the topic completely for free. So if you do feel a little bit overwhelmed and you'd like somebody to help point you in the right direction, just have a look at some free YouTube videos online. There are so many people making YouTube videos to help other people start passive income businesses. So I'm sure you'll be able to find something which can help you. So the fourth step is to actually start marketing your product or service. So when you are marketing your product or your service, there are two options that you can go down. So there is the free option and then there's also the paid option, and they both also have different pros and cons. So if you'd like to market your business for free, there are some ways that you can do this, and it involves creating content, which can help you drive free traffic to your website. And by content, I mean pretty much anything. For example, you can start creating YouTube videos, blogs, Instagram posts, TikToks, Facebook posts, you name it. And if your content is valuable and useful for people, then more people will start coming to your content, and this can help you drive even more traffic to your business. The downside of this free advertising content model is, of course, it is very time consuming. And not all of the content that you create will be a success. I know, this really shocked me as well when I first started this YouTube channel, when I started my false eyelashes business. It's kind of a bit disheartening when you start to put content out there and it just doesn't work very well, but it's all part of the process and you have to just keep powering through it, keep creating new content, keep learning and finding insights in the content that you did create and figure out ways that you can do that even better next time. And the other option is paid advertising. So for paid advertising, you can use Facebook ads, Google ads, and Instagram ads. Paid advertising can be really, really effective as well. Personally, from working in digital marketing, the things that I've noticed that worked really, really well when it comes to paid advertising is setting up retargeting audiences. And what a retargeting audience is, well, you've basically probably already seen these types of ads before. It's when an advertiser will start retargeting people who have visited their website or had a look at a particular product. And this is a very, very effective form of advertising because you know that the people that you're targeting have actually been to your website, they're actually interested in buying your product or service, and perhaps they just forgot to check out. So this can be a really great way to remind your audience to come back to the website and to check out the product. Google Ads can be another really effective way of building up your traffic and getting some really high quality people to your website to potentially buy something from you. And the reason why Google Ads works so well is because these people are literally searching for your product or your business. So getting in front of that audience that is actually searching for your product right this minute is super, super valuable and can be a really great way of driving traffic to your website. But when you are setting up any type of paid advertising, I think it is so, so important to analyze the results regularly because Google and Facebook, trust me, they know how to make you spend money and they can really start to run wild with your money if you're not keeping an eye on it. So I would recommend checking your advertising budget daily and eventually weekly just to make sure that it's all churning along nicely and you're not paying ridiculous amounts for very little results. And another tip that I also learned is if you are creating a product, it is really important to get some positive reviews. Nowadays, people really rely on reviews before they go to restaurants, before they buy products. So it is important to start building up these reviews as much as possible from your happy customers. So the fifth step is to start building an audience on social media. So I think whatever type of passive income business that you'd like to start, I think that social media and building a community is really important nowadays. And that's why I think number one is super, super important because you can only really effectively build an audience of people who are interested in your product or service if you yourself are also very passionate about it as well. At least that's what I've learned from my own personal experience. And one of the biggest lessons that I've learned this year from starting my YouTube channel is to try and provide as much value to people for free. So let's just say, for example, you start your own homemade jam business. Perhaps you can start creating content of teaching people how to use the homemade jam, or maybe some different recipes that they can try at home where your jam would pair nicely in with that. I think that when businesses try to sell you something straight off the bat without you really knowing them, or without them really trying to provide you with any value for free, it doesn't really work anymore. So that's why I think it's really important to create some really great content that can help your audience before you try and start selling to them. So the sixth step is to keep people coming back. So now you have your passive income business all set up. The next step is to start making sure that all of the people that do purchase from you keep coming back for more. So in order to do this, I do recommend building up multiple different traffic streams. For example, if you do have a lot of people coming from Facebook, for example, maybe you can start moving some of those people over to Instagram as well. Or perhaps you have lots of people on TikTok, maybe you can start moving them over to your email list. I think it is important to have multiple streams of traffic coming to your website. So just in case there is an algorithm change in any of those different platforms, it's okay because you have a bunch of other platforms which are also bringing you traffic. I think it is also important to keep posting regular content on these platforms, so then you're always front of mind for them, and the next time that they need something from your business, they'll think of you. Email marketing campaigns, especially with voucher codes, can also work really well. I set up this automated email which asks customers to leave a review in return for a $10 voucher. And this has really helped me not only get more reviews on the business website, but also get a lot more people coming back to the website and purchasing again. So the seventh step, which is the final step, is to keep refining everything that you do. So your online passive income business is not going to be perfect the moment that you start it. But over time, once you have refined the brand, perhaps the website, the packaging, and all elements of your passive income business, you'll start to turn it into something that you're really proud of. So when you are just starting out, don't get discouraged. You're not going to make millions of dollars overnight. It is a bit of a slow process, but it is really important to keep continually refining the process, learning as much as you can, implementing the things that you've learned, and to keep improving every day. Because even if it seems like a tiny change, those tiny changes can really add up over time. So those are my 7 tips on how to start your own passive income business. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. So if you did like this video, make sure you give this video a like. I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure you do subscribe for more videos about investing, personal finance, and side hustles. And I've also started a Discord community. So if you'd like to join the Discord community and chat to other like-minded people on Discord, I've put a link down in the description below so you can join. It's completely free and it's a really great community of people. So would love to chat with you on the Discord. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye! And if you'd like to see some more videos, I've put some links to some videos here. So click through the links and you can watch another video.